U.S. Air Force B-52 Stratofortress bombers have arrived in the Middle East to deter Iran and its proxies. The U.S. military announced it is the first time that B-52 have deployed to a base in the region. The U.S. is deploying a total of 6 B-52. An additional squadron of F-16 Strike Eagles and more aerial refueling tankers to support those aircraft, U.S. officials told Air and Space Forces magazine. The fresh air power is designed to compensate for the upcoming departure of the USS Abraham Lincoln Carrier Strike Group, U.S. officials said. A fresh squadron of F-16, the 480th Fighter Squadron from Spangdahlem Air Base, Germany, deployed to the Middle East. KC-46 Pegasus tankers deployed to CENTCOM in early October before Austin ordered more air power to the region. These movements demonstrate the flexible nature of U.S. global defense posture and U.S. capability to deploy worldwide on short notice to meet evolving national security threats. Pentagon Press Secretary, Air Force Major General Patrick S. Ryder said in a November 1 statement. The U.S. military did not say where the B-52, which are from the 5th Bomb Wing at Minot Air Base, North Dakota, will be based in the region. But cargo aircraft originating in Minot have arrived at Al Udeid Air Base, Qatar, in recent days. Al Udeid is the largest U.S. base in the Middle East and has previously hosted B-5s. The Lincoln Battle Group includes warships capable of shooting down ballistic missiles. U.S. cruisers and destroyers' weapons helped defend Strike. Defense Secretary Lloyd J. Austin III has also ordered more missile defense-capable destroyers to the region. These moves come on the heels of other steps the Pentagon has taken to strengthen the U.S. military posture in the region. The U.S. deployed a Terminal High Altitude Area Defense THAAD ballistic missile defense system to Israel, along with nearly 100 U.S. troops to operate it. Some 2,000-plus Marines are in the eastern Mediterranean as part of an amphibious Ready Group Marine Expeditionary Unit led by the USS Wasp amphibious assault ship. Austin made the decision on the B-52 and other assets in keeping with our commitments to the protection of U.S. citizens and forces in the Middle East. De-escalation through deterrence and diplomacy, Ryder said. Secretary Austin continues to make clear that should Iran, its partners, or its proxies use this moment to target American personnel or interests in the region, the United States will take every measure necessary to defend our people. Bomber deployments and short-term flights to the Middle East and Europe have been used in the past to message Iran, a few times in the last 2 years. According to officials, the bombers flew out of Barksdale Air Force Base in Louisiana on Wednesday and conducted the flight into Thursday. Officially nicknamed the Stratofortress, and informally known as the Big Ugly Fat Fellow, the B-52 gained lasting fame in Vietnam as an aerial terror. The two bombers left the U.S. Wednesday evening, arrived in the Middle East early Thursday morning, and then began the return trip home. They flew a roughly 36-hour mission, traveling across the Atlantic Ocean and Europe, then over the Arabian Peninsula and down the Persian Gulf, making a wide loop near Qatar and staying a safe distance from Iran's coastline, said the military official. The flight was coordinated with U.S. allies in the region, and aircraft from Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, and Qatar flew with the bombers as they traveled through the airspace, according to the official. While the B-52H would likely prove extremely vulnerable if it flew directly over Iranian airspace, which would be necessary to deploy MOABs or other heavy ordnance, the deployment of the AGM-86 ensures that Iranian anti-aircraft systems would likely be unable to target it. The greatest threat to the bombers would come from the 48N6E3S 300 PMU-2 hypersonic air-to-air missile, which maintains a range of 250 kilometers, and the Fakur-90 air-to-air missile deployed from Iranian F-14 Tomcats with a range of between 220 kilometers and 300 kilometers. The F-14's long engagement range, combined with its high speed, makes it perhaps the only credible threat to the B-52H, due to its ability to chase down and engage aircraft from outside Iranian airspace. While the U.S. Air Force recently withdrew its elite F-22 Raptor air superiority fighters from the Middle East, other aircraft such as the F-15 Sea Eagles deployed to the United Arab Emirates, and the F-18E Super Hornets deployed from U.S. aircraft carriers should prove sufficient to deter Iranian F-14 Tomcats from coming within striking distance of the B-52H, provided the bombers operate within range of the AGM-86.
Oh, the jet's coming in.
Yeah, he said they're gonna get specs.